Mike?
Nah.
It's recording though.
Oh, is it? Okay, nah, I don't. I was going to say, I don't give a fuck. I just want to bet. And we're back with episode number 6.
You know what?
I want to call
Boys.
this. I want to call this episode number 7 because like the number 6 has always been cursed for me.
But that's the king though. That's LeBron.
That's LeBron. Nah, but he's back to 23.
He's back to 23.
He's 23.
Yeah, he's back to 23.
Okay,
but
cool.
he won his first ring at 6.
Also, I didn't want to use an unlucky number for this podcast because how we always talked about being an Annie Energy sponsored podcast.
Facts.
It's actually coming to fruition.
Let them know, bro.
If you want 20% off your Annie Energy, you will hit the link in our description. 20% off your Annie. Go get that. But making moves. We're getting there. Shout out Annie, Bryce,
Shout
Josh,
out Annie,
Warren. I love you.
Shout out everybody.
But
we're excited. We're excited to be here. I'm just happy to be here, man.
Honestly, I'm happy. Oh, Mom, I love you too. But speaking
Shout out, Moms.
of LeBron and 23 and everything, let's
that
talk
you
about
see
the
that
NBA.
shot? You see that shot that he hit
3
in
rims.
Chef Curry's face?
3 rims. He
Bro,
saw 3.
He saw 3 ribs.
He really did.
Had to shoot at the middle one.
I'm not gonna. I'm
Bro,
not gonna lie.
Draymond is always going for LeBron's eyes.
Bro,
If it's not his meat that he's trying to hit, it's he's poking him in the eyes.
and you know Draymond be sticking
Like
his
it be.
finger in his ass all the time. And I don't even mean like that. I mean just to itch. I mean literally like just because I see that on Twitter all the time. Like
Oh, God.
it's like that should have been a flagrant 2.
You ever see the Draymond backpack meme? Like
Oh
when he's
my-
shooting the jump shot?
Yes.
But
I mean his jump shot is dog shit. I
Yeah.
mean he's so bad at shooting the ball. He's not a bad player.
hey, like it's crazy because Draymond, I think he got a triple double in both play. I don't think he scored 10. Did he score 10 against LA? But he might have had a triple double in both playing games. And it's crazy. The Warriors are in the playoffs this year. Yeah, Draymond. So the Warriors were awful whenever Draymond would score under 10. But whenever you score like over 10, like they'd win a lot of games.
That's actually
so shoot the ball, Draymond.
No, I was gonna say, hey, yeah, shoot the ball, and that actually kind of like shows that like
How
you're
valuable
for it.
he is.
I was gonna say, yeah, like when you do good, the team
He's
does
very
good.
valuable.
But
like, could you imagine the playoffs without the Warriors? It's
I
here.
couldn't, but also I saw a point that Danny brought up that it was said in sarcasm and like for fun, but like I truthfully and wholeheartedly believe it. Where I don't understand why and this is true be to God, Steve Kerr, please God, just listen to this do it for 2 games. Just test it out for 2 games.
What are we doing?
The game plan is having Steph Curry shoot at least 30 to 40 3-pointers a game.
He should just
I'm
shoot
dead
the ball
ass.
every possession.
A 3-pointer though, yes.
Yeah. Why not?
Absolutely.
Because either everybody on the other team is gonna have to guard Steph Curry from shooting a 3. Which
Yeah.
would like I don't know. Draymond could get a layup in there every once in a while.
Or I mean,
But,
they
like,
might foul.
They might follow him. Like if he. All right. So Wilt Chamberlain has the record for 100 points.
Yes.
If there was anybody in the NBA right now to break it, who would it be?
Steph.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What about Harden?
Steph.
Harden,
Harden
KD,
or
Clay.
I don't think KD would. Because
You don't
like,
think
don't
he
get me wrong.
shoots
Don't get me wrong. KD, you know how I feel about you. We have our love-hate. I absolutely think you are capable of scoring 100 points a game.
Absolutely.
But I don't think, and no matter the circumstance, what it is, I don't think any coach would play you enough minutes because, I mean, you're literally one of the most important people in the NBA
I
world.
think
Absolutely. So they're not going to give him the chance of like, oh, shit, are we going to play him for 20 more minutes and he might get hurt?
right now Durant is probably top 1.
Absolutely. No,
Now he's top
I'm
1.
man enough to that's what I mean where it's like since he's
top
top
1.
1, say if he had like 60 points and there was like still a quarter and a half left,
Yeah.
they're not going to play him the whole game because they're
And-
like, "Ooh, like you can score 40 in this, but you can also get hurt." So, no.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that. You saw the tumble he took the other night?
Bro,
Like that
he's got
actually
some
looked like
long-ass
I got to give
legs.
him props. Like I probably would have stayed on the ground for a little bit after that. 'Cause that actually looked like it hurt. But shout out to play-in game. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
but-
don't mind them.
no, I didn't really understand them at first, and I kind of thought that they were stupid. But like what I think the reason why they're doing the play-in games because last year the Suns were amazing in the bubble to go into the playoffs, and
Yeah.
they won every game and still didn't make the playoffs.
That,
so.
which is so fucking annoying. Yeah, it's like why were
That's
we even
annoying
here?
for them,
We literally
yeah.
won all these games for nothing.
What do you think about the Suns this year, though?
Honestly, I love
Is it CP's year to make it to a finals?
No, no rude shit. It's not his year to make it to the finals. He can still get MVP, and
He's got to go through the.
I mean,
king.
I got ties with the state of Arizona. I used to go to Arizona
me too.
like every year, all the time. I
Family
love
ties.
Arizona. So shout out to Phoenix for that. I feel so bad though.
That
Because
they have
like
to play
imagine
LeBron.
you haven't made the playoffs in so fucking long and you make it and you have to play LeBron and AD and the reigning NBA champs. in the first game.
Yeah, literally.
I give them. I think the series is gonna go 5-2. I think they can get 2. I really do.
Okay.
But 5-2.
Nah, bro, it goes to 4.
What?
4, so it'll be 4-2.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 4-2. But
4-2 Lakers.
It's funny that I originally only liked or started liking the play-in game because Barstool hated it.
Really?
Because I'm kind of against most of the stuff that.
Fuck Barstool. You know how I feel about that.
We've said this before. Fuck most of Barstool. Except Call Her Daddy. And this is just me. This isn't Vito. This is me. Fuck Barstool except for Call Her Daddy, Dave Portnoy.
Fuck Dave Portnoy.
Brianna Chicken Fry.
I don't know
PFT or Big Cat. Everyone else, I'm just like, eh.
Eh.
Even though
Fuck
Big
Barstool.
Cat really be hating on LeBron way too much, and it's
Bro,
just like
if you hate on
unacceptable.
LeBron, you have to grow up. You have to do something with your life.
You're just not really that good of a
Like,
person.
what else? What else does LeBron have to do? He's already the greatest basketball player. He's already he's already in my top 3 humans alive right now. We're gonna talk about this a little later.
Absolutely.
He opened up a school. Like, what more do you want from the king?
So since we're talking about that, I'm gonna do the flip side, and we're gonna go into the segment a little later, but I kind of just really want to talk about it now because Vito brought it up. Where right now you got to give me your top 3 worst people in the world, like bad for the society, environment,
bad
all
for
that,
humanity,
and your top 3 favorite.
Well, right now for me, it is Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and fucking Elon Musk.
Heard.
So I found out some shit about Elon Musk that he had millions before all this shit.
Rich Daddy.
Rich Daddy, who he owned a stolen, like, colonized fucking emerald mine, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the
Fuck
exact
you.
story. Danny
Fuck you,
hates
Elon Musk.
That's how I know that.
Fuck that. But what else was I saying? But yeah, they're all horrible. They have way too much money. I hate them. Yo, Elon Musk bought Tesla. That's not his creation. He bought Tesla.
That's crazy, actually, though.
Yeah, he bought fucking Tesla.
And
so,
bro, a point that it's funny. I guess this is Brother Boy podcast too. I keep mentioning Danny, but
shout out Danny.
Something that Danny brought up too. He tweeted about it, which was so funny. It's just like Elon Musk has truthfully like really not done any or has said or done anything he said he was gonna do ever. Like he said he had enough money and that he could fix Flint's waters crisis. Hasn't done it. He said
no one's done that.
He said that
Flint,
he
Michigan.
owns. He said that he owns an actual real life replica that can like fly and shit Iron Man suit. Cap, never seen it. He said that he's going
capping.
to Mars. I know that takes a long time. I'm not saying that's, but still at this moment, Cap. And then there was one more recently that he said he was gonna do. It might have been crypto shit, but he's just a Cap artist.
Yeah, not only Elon Musk, are you a Cap artist, but you were not funny on SNL. I'm sorry.
Horrible.
You were not funny on
Kid
SNL.
Leroy made that a good episode.
Bro,
Truly
facts. Shout out Kid Leroy, but Elon Musk, you did not make that funny. And you know how like are Elon and Grimes, like, are they married right now?
I have no fucking clue. I wonder that all the time.
All I know is that I have seen like so many posts of just like Grimes like talking shit and just hating Elon.
Well,
and Elon's ex-wife hates him too, and just how horrible.
Well, he was a bad husband to her. But then like Grimes, like, and this is just the Gen Z in me, and like even me and my girlfriend like don't post each other like we're not like that couple like ever at all. But she hasn't made this man's, or he hasn't made this woman's social media ever for anything other than hate. Like she's never
hate.
She's never posted a picture with him or tweeted about him other than like, yo, Elon, fuck you for this. Stop doing this shit.
Yeah.
And they named their baby some dumbass name.
Bro,
like,
how do you pronounce it? How do you spell it?
It's letters and numbers together. Literally, that's
it's like the one like when you hold down the E on the keyboard.
Yeah, XYZ 2Q1 exclamation point. Straight up.
And we were talking about Jeff Bezos' fucking super yacht. Fuck that. So
fuck his super yacht.
Bill Gates is a fucking pedophile. I'm glad that Melinda left.
It was funny. Me and my grandma were talking about that. She believes that Bill Gates is
a pedophile.
I don't know about. Well, I mean, obviously you're not hanging out with Epstein if you're not. So yeah, a pedophile.
I was about to join.
Lyle is? Oh, fire.
Yo,
let's get it.
Yeah. So we got a special. We'll tell you soon.
Soon. This is fire. We're gonna do a normal episode. We audibled really quick because our original episode that we are going to do is with a very special guest, very creative, awesome dude,
Lyle Ringold.
Absolutely, I'm excited.
Watchmen comic book issue that's coming out soon.
I love it. And if you don't like comics, then I don't even want you watching this. I'm joking. I want all of you to watch this episode so you can appreciate comics.
Everybody to watch this episode. I'm a comic book boy.
Oh, you gotta come. You gotta come to my parents' house then, because I
got comics.
I counted them like
comics?
3 years ago. There's like 600 comics that I have at my parents because my uncle collected them. like
Lit.
old superhero shit.
But an honorable mention for me also, like, because he's not in the spotlight anymore. As Donald Trump is one of my top 3 worst people people in humanity, worst people to society. He belongs in a prison.
He absolutely will. Hopefully he'll get there one day.
Facts. Yo, El Chapo's still alive, right?
As far as I know, I was gonna say I couldn't give you a legitimate answer on if he is or not, because they posted a picture of him in his cell at the like lowest resolution quality you could possibly. So it's like it could have been any inmate ever.
I was talking to someone about that.
Yeah,
I was talking to someone about that.
Well, we were talking about it the other day, where it's just like,
El Chapo.
Do I genuinely think he's in the New York City prison? No, I don't, because it's just like that's too populated. That's populated of an area to have El Chapo.
Was it you that I was talking about?
Yeah, that we thought he was at a black site.
Yeah, he might be at a black site.
I think he truthfully is. You guys need to go watch The Blacklist if you haven't already.
The Blacklist, great fucking show.
Red Reddington is probably the biggest badass TV character ever.
Facts. He is the GOAT.
Absolutely.
He's up there like now. I'm not like. The term GOAT gets tossed around very lately, but I'm talking about GOATs of TV, up there with Walter White, up there with like Jon Snow.
Ready for this now? I'll say something super confidently. Red Reddington, James Spader, is easily the top 3 all-time GOATs of TV villain. And that doesn't go for superhero stuff, because obviously superhero like TV shows, obviously those villains are fucking certified. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about just like Vito said, Breaking Bad type things, or even like Power, how they have like those big criminal shit.
I haven't seen much of Power.
Ooh,
I gotta watch that, because that's some 50 Cent type shit. That's some 50 Cent shit right there.
When it first came out, we were binge watching that nonstop.
50 Cent is a legend.
Genius. He might be up there for my top 3 favorite people of all time.
Yeah. He just did some shit. He just did something. He donated money to make it to fund a science program at some schools.
You know what else he did?
What do you do?
He got shot 7 times and lived.
You know who
6 times, sorry.
Wasn't it? Yo, you know who else needs to stop getting shot?
Lil Reese.
He
fucking
got shot in
Reese.
the face this time.
Bro.
Stop shooting at Lil Reese. Bro, he got shot.
I'm sorry. No, honestly, just the way that was worded. Yo, stop shooting at Lil Reese.
Stop
for real.
shooting at him.
If he's gonna steal your car, let him do it. He'll give it back.
Do it.
He'll give it back, I swear.
But, bro, we'll talk about the iCarly reboot.
Oh my god.
Were you like an iCarly kid growing up?
I was Disney Channel. Like, I was Disney Channel predominantly, but I was obviously huge in Nickelodeon too. So iCarly.
Yeah, so I was
stuff.
definitely more Nickelodeon growing up. But then I there was a merge where I went to.
Oh, there's. I was gonna say, growing up was Cartoon Network for me. Then I got a little older, and then it was Disney/Nick, and then Cartoon Network was just like, because Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and all those types of like nice cartoon shows, those finished like when we were in middle school. Nah, maybe a little after, like just around that time.
Shout out RDC World 1 and Mark Phillips, bro. They do these awesome fucking. It'd be like old cartoon themes versus new cartoon themes.
That's kind of fire. Like, have they ever done Scooby-Doo?
I'm sure Scooby-Doo has. But they'll just do a bunch of old theme songs. And
what's in Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. Whoa. But, no, I was huge on, obviously, fucking, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place. Like, I mean, even the older one, Lizzie McGuire, Cheetah Girls, That's So Raven. I mean,
bro, see, I was a big animated superhero kid growing up.
Oh, that made facts. So that made with the comics and shit. There you go.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Brad right there.
I watched a lot of Teen Titans. I don't fuck with the new Teen Titans Go shit though. I don't know how you people out there are feeling. I don't know if you've ever seen either one of them. But
I actually liked when we were younger, like middle school, elementary. I don't watch it anymore, and I haven't in a while. But like those, when it was young, like older, those were really really good. I was a big fan of those.
You should watch the Teen Titans Jewish Contract movie.
I might have to do that then.
It's funny.
See, Teen Titans is one of those types of old cartoons that I feel like if they had the right director, right producer, et cetera, they could make like a human version of that and be good. Because they were genuinely relatively human, except for the one lizard dude, the green dude. I forgot what his name is.
Beast Boy.
Yeah, Beast Boy.
I don't know why I just blanked right there. But no, but there's a show. There's a show on the DC streaming.
Is it like people?
And yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I didn't finish it because I didn't think it was that great.
So I definitely shouldn't watch it.
I mean, yeah, you probably would enjoy it.
I'm kidding. I'm not hating on any of the whoever made that show. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even said that. I'm kidding. But fucking
But yeah, this iCarly reboot. I wasn't the biggest iCarly guy. I was definitely a Drake and Josh kid.
Oof, Drake and
that's
Josh.
Miranda Cosgrove. Miranda Cosgrove had money before iCarly.
Miranda Cosgrove, I just want to tell you right now, you are so beautiful. Like, I'm not even gonna give Miranda Cosgrove kind of like that. Like, yo, she bad, yo, she hot. Nah, she's beautiful.
Yo, I know you've seen people say that Miranda Cosgrove
Looks like Michael Jackson. And I'm not gonna lie, like Michael Jackson was a very, very attractive male. So it's like I wouldn't take if I was Miranda Cosgrove and Michael Jackson was arguably not even arguably, the greatest pop musician in the history of pop music ever. So I would take those as a compliment. So Miranda Cosgrove, don't get worried about that. Since you run the whole different blocks, so I blocked it. But ready? My top 3 worst people in the world. I'm going Bill Gates.
Okay.
I'm going Elon Musk.
Okay, so.
And I'm dead ass with this because I don't even know if he's been found yet or if he was killed or anything like that, but Coney.
Who?
Coney 2012.
Who the fuck is that?
You don't remember Coney 2012?
What the fuck is that?
K-O-N-Y?
No.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Let me look at it. It was in Africa, but there was this like dictator. I don't know what they're called in Africa because like here we have presidents, there's prime ministers. I don't know what what a leader is called in the print. No, they don't have I forgot what they were called, but I just need to Joseph Kony, and basically I'll explain to you really quick what it was. Because he was basically like, and I don't even want to say like a cult leader, because like, that's not really what it was, but Joseph Kony is a Ugandan insurgent and the leader of the Lord's Renaissance Army, the LRA, a guerrilla group that formerly operated. So yeah, he was the head of a guerrilla group, and he just like killed a ton of like just people, like kids, children, women, all this type of stuff. And there was this huge thing where, because he went into, he was like hunted by like literally all of Africa, like whether they were military or not for a while, and he just went into hiding, like vanished.
He just evaded everybody? What if he?
No one ever talks about it again. Honestly, he's dead. I don't know. He was like, that's what I'm saying. Like he was like likely born in 1961. Like no one really knows anything about him at the moment.
You know what? And like since we were just talking about iCarly and Drake and Josh and like top like horrible people, like Drake Bell. He's a pretty horrible person.
Pretty bad dude, yeah.
While we're at it.
I have a picture with him though, so
I know, oh my god!
I don't know if I should feel bad about that.
But you took the picture before when you just thought he was just Drake Parker.
When I thought he was just normally Drake Parker. Well, this was when he was still, because he walked into my office drunk and high, so it's just like, he definitely wasn't Drake Parker. There you go, Drake, if you ever see this, shout out to you.
Yo, Drake, if you ever see this, fuck you.
I'm just sitting at work one day and my boss just turns around and he's like, oh, have you ever seen Drake and Josh? Like, what the fuck type of question is that? He goes, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm 19 years old. What do you mean by it? Obviously, I've seen Drake and Josh. Of course. He goes, oh, do you want to talk to him? I was like, what is that supposed to mean? And
yeah, what?
And he just goes, oh, well, he's out there if you want to talk to him. And I was thinking, oh, he's on a conference call, like with somebody. No, I'm not gonna go. That's unprofessional shit. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm never really professional, but this time I was. But he's like, oh, he's out in the hallway, whatever. So I'm just like walking down the hallway. I don't see anyone. I was like, damn. And then like I'm walking back down the hallway, and I hear one of my coworkers be like, "Hey Casey," and I look down to my left, and it's just Drake Bell sitting in the beanbag chair.
wait,
I can't write it up.
He knew your name?
No, my coworker.
Okay.
I wish. Oh my god. But no, my coworker was like, "Hey Casey," and then like I look over at my coworker, and they're just sitting there talking to Drake Bell, who's
Lyle's in the waiting room.
Well, Lyle's in the waiting room. Well, shout out Drake Bell. We're about to introduce to you guys Mr. Lyle. I need to start reading more.
I've been trying to start reading more.
Honestly, same.
Yo, start with Lyle's.
I was gonna say I might start with Lyle's comic books.
I'll move the camera right here, so we can both.
Wait, we can see them. This is also our first guest on Zoom as well.
Make sure you record the session.
And I was gonna say this recording or this podcast episode. Vito's gonna do most of it too. Because I just have a family emergency.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm good, Ian.
Good.
Hey, what's up, Lyle? How you doing?
So we just started recording like about 15, 20 minutes ago. So we're about to just introduce you right now.
Honestly, well, we're very happy to have you on. Honestly, like everything you've been, Vito put me onto your stuff. It's super sick, and just like can't wait to just talk to you about it.
Yeah. So everybody, this is Lyle Ringold, the creator of the new upcoming Watchmen series, getting released by Concrete Comics. Here, let me just do this real quick.
Here we go. Boom.
Okay. So Lyle, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, well, I'm Lyle Ringold. I'm the creator and writer of the Watchmen series. The Watchmen series is being published by Concrete Comics. I know it seems like it says concrete, but it's actually concrete.
Okay, all right. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, Vito.
You're fine. A lot of people call it concrete, but it's concrete. But yeah,
Okay.
27 from south suburbs of Chicago. So pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, when I found out about when I first saw the Kickstarter, probably about a month ago now, I was like, the first thing that caught my eye was Tevin Fields in the Lakers jersey, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? I just have to do some more research. And I wish I saw the Kickstarter earlier. I would have started sharing it a lot earlier.
And you already ordered it, right?
Yeah, I ordered it. It's coming in July.
It should come in June. It should come in June. Yeah, we just sent everything for the people who did the Kickstarter. We just sent everything to the printer, so he was like starting to print the copies last week, so they should be getting out and getting to everybody by June.
All right, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It does
That's
sound
awesome.
super sick. Wow. I was gonna say this is even gonna get me to get into reading more too, just because I mean, like I know it's funny to say I sound like a 6-year-old saying that, like, start reading and it's like comics, but still it's just like it's gonna actually at least be like a jump starter for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been starting to read a lot more. I actually just got done reading the first Game of Thrones book. I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones, Lyle.
Not really.
No, you should watch
Lyle,
it.
you're not really alone. I'm also like the 1% that hasn't watched it, so you're okay.
I've attempted before. It just never worked out.
That's what a lot of people tell who haven't like finished it. Like tell me, they're like, I tried it, but I just can't.
That's what people tell me about Harry Potter too.
Really, Harry Potter?
Which hurts.
I probably watched clips or certain scenes of Harry Potter. Never like watched a full movie.
Absolutely.
Now, Lyle, what was it like growing up in like a suburb outside of Chicago? Because I've been to Chicago a couple times. I fucking love it. It's at least I loved it. Like it's an amazing city. It's super cool. But I always just like to get like perspective from like where people came from and whatnot.
Basically, I mean, it wasn't bad because my suburb is literally probably like I could get to Chicago in like 15 minutes. So it's like it's really like at the border of it. So, but my church that I grew up in, it was in Chicago. I was like always in Chicago, like around Chicago. So I mean, it was decent. It was just I went to school, suburbs, hung out with friends in the suburbs, went to church in Chicago, had friends in Chicago. So it was just like living in a suburban area, but also being in the city a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I got a lot of love for Chicago. I went like when I was like 12 or 14. We went to like a couple Cubs games, ate at a couple like Man vs. Foods. Do you remember that show, Man vs. Foods?
I have.
It's an awesome city.
Yeah.
What I was gonna ask you, did you like grow up loving like any sports? Like, because I know that the Lakers jersey, like, did that have anything to do with like?
I grew up like in like really mainly basketball, but I did baseball a little, baseball, wrestling. I was in band, so everything.
Okay,
I was into everything. Drums, but I also played bass. So I played trumpet for like a year or two. It didn't work out. Yeah.
Actually, like where we do this podcast at, there's a few of our friends here that they're actually really into music. They do a lot of stuff.
They're on the punk rock scene, which we love.
Yeah. But I think I saw a picture of like you posted of Kobe Bryant. Were you a big Kobe Bryant fan too?
Yes, I was a big Kobe Bryant fan. So I was a Lakers fan, since he was there through the good times, through the struggle years of his last few years of him being there.
Yeah, obviously it's Kobe Bryant and
big rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Go.
I'm actually a Celtics fan, and when I started loving basketball,
they're gonna lose to Brooklyn, but it's okay.
When I started loving basketball, it was one of like the Big Three era. Pierce, Allen, and KG against Kobe.
Yeah.
That's when I really started loving basketball. So that's funny right there.
Yeah.
Now, Lyle, I just wanted to ask you because my older brother, he doesn't do it anymore because he went the boring route and decided school and all that, which is okay. Shout out to Daniel. But he went to a ton of comic book camps when he was younger, and he kind of like loved to like animate and stuff like that and whatnot. And no hate to anyone in the other industries because it's also any type of art is amazing. But say if you do music, you can kind of just like say if you pick up a guitar one day because you're bored. But I feel like creating an entire comic book is kind of like has so much into it. So I was wondering, I know this is like a loaded question, but what exactly kind of got you? What was the motivation behind like, hey, like I want to make my own comic book?
Really. So I grew up loving comics. It was introduced to me by my older brother. I think he was into them first, and then I got into them. But no, I've always liked comics since I was younger. The thing about the comic, I wasn't gonna make a comic at first. So like, I was always heavy into like film and TV. So I was like always wanting to like make TV shows and make films instead. So I remember I was in like my earliest year was like I think 6th grade. I wrote my first script in 6th grade. Like ninjas
That's awesome.
So you're a genius, is what you're telling us. Basically,
it didn't work out. I couldn't film it because I didn't have resources. I was just writing at that point just to write. But that was the first one. Was like in 6th grade, and then fast forward, it was like 2018. It was 2018 that I met this guy. He's a close friend now, David Kirkman. And he makes a lot of like short films. So he made like
I know exactly who he is. I haven't
even heard that name.
Yeah, because I shout out David on this podcast all the time.
Sorry, that's so insane. Small world. Wow. Well, not really small because that dude's like
Lyle. I'm just gonna say it now. David, Lyle, come together. We gotta make a Watchmen film. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Hey, might already be in the works. You never know.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. There might be something in the works.
Well, that's what like.
Oh my God.
Lyle, that's what I was telling Vito, where like I was so excited when he kind of like got in contact with you, just because you were just like a perfect, like nice starting off guest, just because like what you do is so, because I mean, I don't really know that many 20-year-olds that have literally their own, I mean, I know it's not like officially out yet, but I mean, it's going to put their own comic book, and it's just the before everything happens. I don't know, like just when I hear your ideas and whatnot, like I know like, we were joking for a second, but like I really do see this being like a really, really big thing. So it's just like,
absolutely.
You guys are really gonna see it everywhere soon.
And I think like what is really awesome too is like like the mission of Concrete Comics is to like truly bring like diverse comics and real stuff to, like to everybody. And I think that's just I think that's great. I think it's a great platform, and you keep doing your thing.
Yeah, we're trying. Hopefully it's everywhere. So hopefully Netflix calls, gives me a deal. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, I know a couple. I mean, not personally, but like I've seen a couple interviews and whatnot of Netflix shows being made with far less ideas. So I have no doubt that will be able to happen one day.
So
I also someday soon, so I can quit my job.
Oh my, same.
So I also grew up loving comic books. You said your older brother was the one that really like got you into it. My older cousin John, shout out John, was the one that really got me into comic books. So what was your favorite like hero growing up? Like mine's Batman.
Nightwing.
Okay. we're in the family right there. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Favorite one right there.
Okay. And all right, so
favorite Robin.
Yes. Is that why Tevin Fields, the Watchmen, has the batons? Is that why he has those?
Honestly, no. I just always liked the baton. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Everyone does correlate with them. Oh, yeah. It's a black Nightwing. I'm like, no. I was like, I don't see I don't see how they look like to me because
they don't really look alike. But
exactly. Everyone says they look like, but then they see the stick, and I'm like,
yeah.
A lot of people use a stick.
True.
It's just a weapon. It's not that many weapons out there. I mean, it's only so much you can choose from.
Lyle, I have probably the most important question to ask you all podcast episodes, since you're comic man and art. Do you or have you ever smoked weed?
Yeah.
Just making sure. This is a very open-ended podcast. We love to dabble as well. I'm just making sure that my man is as cool as can possibly be.
One of the other like super cool things I thought about I thought the Watchmen like was like the Serum X. Like, what is Serum X all about? Because I saw the picture of the Watchmen fighting Cap. I was like, oh my god, like this is awesome too.
Yeah. So I did that one. So that picture came about just because Cap is like. So besides Nightwing, Robin, Cap is like my favorite hero. So I like Cap. I like Cap a lot. I like him over Iron Man all day. And so I like the concept of the super serum. So then when I was making a character, I was like, I want to make the street level character, but I don't want him to just be like ordinary.
And I think
upper hand or nothing. So
and I think the super serum, like just what it embodies, is great too. Like, did you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Of course.
Yeah, that was great. But like it's to have the serum, you truly have to be a great person. Like your morals have to be straight.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really cool. And like, like Isaiah Bradley, that whole storyline, like I thought that like those were my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah, they stole my storyline, but I'll let it slide this time.
Word?
They stole what I had to do. It's cool.
Oh my god.
They got to it first.
That credit.
Yeah, fact, bro. Just make something better. Just make something better.
Oh yeah, I had to redo a lot of thinking. I was like, man, I was about to do that. I was like, well.
Wow.
Now I have to ask.
Wow.
Just because I know that, director, everyone who's in their own space does. Do you have a favorite of your own characters that you have made?
Well, is it just have you only made the Watchmen?
As in characters,
is the main character in his comics, or does he have a side one that how everyone has actually the character to the side that only pops up every 5 pages is my favorite. I don't know if he had a specific one that was put in place by him.
Yeah.
So basically, I have like multiple characters. I also have like other heroes that they'll start showing up and appearing as like their own books and everything besides the Watchmen, but they tie into the Watchmen. It's like like the Arrowverse on CW, like Arrow Flash. It's like that. So how they just all tie in. So I do have a favorite, but you guys can't know the favorite yet.
Yeah, we can't know yet. I
was gonna say I didn't need to know who. I just wanted to make sure that at least one of them was the creator's favorite. But yeah, you keep that to yourself.
You'll see them at the end of this year.
Amazing.
Yeah, we'll read the comics. We'll guess. We'll try to guess which.
Actually, that'll be way more fun trying to guess which one was Lyle's
favorite. So I guess when I was reading Tevin's bio and what he's about, I saw that he's trained in various different styles of martial arts, and I was like, Batman, Bat Family. Is there a correlation there?
I really did that one because he has a military background. So, combat, military.
My next question. So I know that you also were in the Air Force, I believe, right?
Still am, yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Did you join when you were 18? Oh, you
joined at 20.
Okay. All right. So did you want that to correlate with Tevin too?
Sort of, yeah. I wanted him. I was like, when I write, I just take stuff out of real life situations.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It just helps me write better. So
yeah, absolutely.
So I just toss a little bit of my life into Tevin's life, and there you have it.
Yeah, go for it. Would you say that you're a Marvel or DC guy, at heart?
DC shows, Marvel movies.
Okay, all right. So I'm definitely a DC guy at heart. DC's animation, I think, is better than the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm a DC guy at heart. I obviously have so much respect for this MCU, but I love DC.
You look great. MCU is the best thing ever to happen. Too bad they're slowing down at this point. They're doing more TV shows. It's now their TV shows are catching up with DC's shows.
Yeah. See, and DC's got to do something quick, especially with this new Batman movie.
They're not gonna do anything,
bro. They just been letting me down for the past 10 years.
Who have?
DC and Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I'm only really big on DC just because I personally think that. And obviously, I'm the least credible when it comes to superheroes, just because I haven't seen as many as you or Lyle. But The Dark Knight. That's
the Dark Knight
probably
trilogy,
the best superhero movie ever. But
Yeah, I refuse to watch any other Dark Knight. I just won't do it. It's Christian Bale. I'm sorry.
Yeah, though Christian Bale is the best Batman and the best Bruce Wayne.
Absolutely. He plays a great billionaire.
Mm.
He is.
What's your Mount Rushmore of comic book movies?
Ooh.
Okay. I would have to say Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Okay.
That's number one for me. Black Panther is number two.
Black Panther's number two? Okay.
Number two.
It's hard.
It is hard.
It's really hard.
This is number two. My fourth. Third. I don't know. Those just might be my two. That one.
Two.
They're probably mostly Marvel. No, ironically, I like Aquaman.
Really,
Jason Momoa.
You know, I actually found something really cool about Jason Momoa. He auditioned as Batman before he got the Aquaman role.
See, like as much as I love him,
cut his hair, but you know.
Yeah.
I feel like
they had his hair slicked back and everything.
I just feel like that couldn't work because he's just too massive. Like, you know what I mean? He's just so ripped and huge. Like, he's a great actor. I think he would have been a great Batman. You think so?
I think he would have been great.
It wouldn't work because then we wouldn't have an Aquaman. So you know.
Yeah, true. We wouldn't have an Aquaman. But yeah. So I think my Mount Rushmore is no specific order. Spider-Man 2 with Alfred Molina. The Sam Raimi one. Captain America, Civil War. Civil War is my favorite MCU movie.
Oh, that's it. Okay, add that in mind. Yeah, Civil War.
That's on yours too.
That's number one.
Okay, yeah, that's my favorite. It's ridiculous, unreal. Then The Dark Knight, and I think I'm gonna have to because it's hard because if I only included animated movies, like it'd probably be like 3 animated movies and like Civil War. But number 4 is Into the Spider-Verse for me.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Into the Spider-Verse is awesome.
I'm trying to think of if I had to put a Mount Rushmore together. Okay, well, I'm gonna go Civil War too. I'm definitely gonna go Civil War because I don't know, that was Winter Soldier is still really fucking good. The Civil War was great. Just because I love Robert Downey Jr. more than anything, I'm going Iron Man 2.
Oh, Iron Man 2, interesting.
Iron Man 2. I'm going Black Panther.
Okay.
And for the fourth and last, honestly, just because it's so goddamn nostalgic, the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Well,
honestly.
Yeah.
Even though James Franco's canceled right now.
Oh yeah, fuck James Franco. James Franco is canceled.
We're still gonna go Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man.
Why? What do you think about all the Spider people showing up into this next Spider-Man movie?
Well, it's all a lie. So you know, Toby will not be in there. I don't believe he'll be in there, and I know for a fact that what's the boy's name? The worst one?
Garfield.
He even just came out and said that he was not called for it. So I'm like, they're not there.
It's weird though because Alfred Molina and Jamie Foxx were confirmed.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is confirmed and Molina is confirmed, but the other Spider-Man, they're not confirmed.
They're not confirmed. They're probably not coming.
Yeah, they're probably not coming. Tobey Maguire's, he still got paparazzi in front of his car.
Yeah, so Tobey Maguire's still driving.
Get out of the way! I can't see.
Like people got so excited because they would like Google it and they would see their names. I'm like, anyone can put a person there.
Yeah, I think the Silver Surfer popped up on like the Infinity War cast or something like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Silver Surfer, have you ever seen that show? It came out in like 1990.
I have not.
Yo, it's really good. It's on Disney Plus.
Silver Surfer.
Oh, sorry, go on.
You good?
Oh, I was about to ask, because I never saw it, but I'm just one of my newfound celebrity crushes recently has been Brie Larson, and I just want to know what you two think of Captain Marvel.
I didn't think Captain Marvel was a bad movie. I thought it was.
I just didn't see it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It was okay.
You gotta watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
All right, cool. I
think like her whole like her like family, like Monica Rambeau, all those like who she's correlated with. I think they're all pretty cool.
Well, this is Well, Google's just mean because I typed in Captain Marvel on Google really quick, and the first thing that comes up is why is Captain Marvel hated? Well, Brie Larson, I don't hate you, and I love you.
Yeah, you love Brie Larson.
If you ever see this,
Yeah. But yeah. Do you have any more questions, Casey?
honestly, like just other than kind of like just getting into exactly what got him started making comic books, and then you said just so people watching too, like so they can look out for it and whatnot. You said you're releasing around June-ish, or obviously there's already like pre-orders and stuff like that. But when exactly?
The pre-orders will go out. The pre-orders should be shipped to everyone by June.
Cool.
And then for the people who didn't do the Kickstarter, it'll be as soon as those are shipped out, it'll be available on the Concrete website. But it would be the basic cover. No one's seen the people have seen like the real cover of it, but they just don't know that that's the real cover of it. So no one knows really what but when they see the cover, they're like, oh, so that's the original cover. All the covers that were on the Kickstarter are exclusive covers that will never be sold again.
Hey, that's awesome. I got cover B. I got the B cover. What's your favorite cover? The exclusive one, because isn't that the Lakers jersey?
You're just
one?
Trying to kill this man, making him pick.
The Lakers one is my favorite, but I also like the one where he's sitting on the ledge, just like between us.
Yeah, awesome. Well, so expect it to be out in June for everybody out there watching.
June, and in the description of this video, we're gonna have all of Lyle's ats too. You guys can all go follow him on everything he's got. He's just dope as shit. He's really gonna be probably one of the bigger next names.
Yeah, and Concrete and Lyle are gonna be here for a while. The Watchman's gonna be here for a while, and like
century.
Yeah,
they need to keep writing it.
Yeah. Just keep up the great work, man. Like, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Honestly, we truthfully do really appreciate it.
Yeah, like I've been super excited. We'd love to have you on again, like maybe after I read the comic or something.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
you guys can give me a review,
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. Absolutely. Then we can have him on to talk about it after. So hopefully if he doesn't go Hollywood and he doesn't get too big by then he'll be able to give us just like another 10, 20 minutes of his time.
Facts. Yeah, that's all we need. Like 10, 20
minutes. Once I go Hollywood, I'm gone, once I go Hollywood.
Yeah, he's gone.
Well, good.
Well, all right, Lyle, man. Have a great day. Thank you so much for coming on here.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Have a great day.
Shout out to Watchmen.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good. There we go. So you guys just got to finally see our first guest on the MOMMA'S BOYZ podcast.
That was a great fucking episode.
And you guys finally got to see the nerd side of Vito. Absolutely. And I tried my best. And it's just because I'm a movie person, and we talked about this earlier. I'm not the biggest reader. I will be reading this though, as should you. I'm reading the fuck out of this because I do want to actually like rate it, read it, all that type of stuff. I like how he put his own twist on it with everything, like the Lakers jersey, his own people in it and stuff like that.
What I thought was really cool is because Lyle was in the Air Force, and
still is.
And still, I fucking said it. I said it again. Fuck, I'm sorry, Lyle. I'm sorry, but yeah, and Tony Fields, the Watchman.
Yep.
We didn't talk about Tony Fields.
Oh, but but hopefully, like I said, we are gonna have him on again. Absolutely.
Yeah, we absolutely want to have him on again.
But no, like I said, his @ is gonna be in the description of this video.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Annie Energy. They're gonna be in the description of this video.
Yo, Casey, say it again. Say it again.
Oh, link's gonna be in the description. And the affiliate code's coming, so it's gonna be some, use code MACKIT at 19 or some shit like that. I just have to make
20%?
20%. Yeah, that's what 20% off on this. And no, other than that, we appreciate you guys coming on and watching per usual, and just this was an awesome episode.
This was a fucking amazing
and
episode.
I can't wait to, now that Kobe's getting a little better physically, get guests in here too.
Yo, who knows? Maybe one day,
hopefully maybe we'll link up with Lyle.
Who knows, when Lyle's out in Hollywood, you might be out in Hollywood.
He seems like a great guy. We're all gonna be out there. Come on, that's where this podcast is going. But regardless, Mom, I love you. I love all you queens out there. Bryce Hall is gonna fuck up Awesome McBroom. And until then, have a fantastic time. Thanks for rocking with us.
Watch this.
Let's see it.